So that first team rugby jersey out there is mine from a school called Kingham Hill School where I attended for 7 years. The military helped me to go there, and I'm forever grateful because I've made some incredible friends, some incredible memories, and honestly I would not be the person I am today without that school. So I'm so grateful, and it is surreal to be working for them. So we've got my bag packed. It is currently 25 to 7. We're about to head from Bath to the middle of the Cotswolds. It's a beautiful part of the country. I'll show you on the way. And yeah, like it is gonna be pretty incredible. I'm very excited. However, first, so I'm not sure if you've watched the recent video, but I work for Language Engine MSS Darts down in Portsmouth, and I uploaded all the photos about 2 AM last night. It is now 6, so I've had probably about 3-4 hours sleep, maybe 3 if I'm lucky. So we're a little bit tired, but we're gonna be all right. We'll get a drink on the way down. But what I need to do, what I always like to do, is on my Instagram stories. I don't know if you follow it, but follow it. I like to post all my favourite photos on my story, create a little highlight, just so people, if they come on my profile, they can see, you know, sort of the work that I've done. It also gives me a chance to tag some bigger creators so they can sort of come across my page a little bit easier, because I'm not the biggest account, so therefore, you know, seeing that someone tagged them, they're more likely to respond if they see someone followed them. So that's what we're going to do now. I'm going to show you the little sort of things that I do. So I go through the whole folder, which is 429 photos off the top of my head. We'll look for 60 or so, and then I'll combine them onto my story and upload them, and then we will leave for Kingham. So yes, let's go. It's gonna be a great day. I'm so excited. Like to be able to do this, it's a real milestone for me, showing me that I'm actually doing something right, which is very nice. But we're not gonna treasure it for too long because we need to keep working. So yes, that's it. Let's go. Come with me, Vamos, let's go. You're on my GoPro this time, so I'm gonna open Flickr. So all my photos are on Flickr, and here you can see I've got all of the photos from yesterday. Now we're gonna go through, so we're gonna go to the albums tab, hit the MSS Darts, and then we're gonna go through them. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna pick my favorite photos, stick them on story, tag the people involved, and yeah, let's go. Here we go. So this is it. And that, yeah, this is a portfolio for those who are looking at my account. So yeah. Okay, so I'm back at my old school. That there is my old boarding house where I spent a fair few years of my life. I mean, this is the longest I've ever stayed in one place, ever. My parents were in the military, we moved around every 2 years. So like, this is home, you know? Like, this is somewhere where I essentially grew up from age 11 to 18. Never spent any longer anywhere else. Like, a real special place for me. So being able to work here is an absolute dream. Hello, voiceover Josh here. I obviously couldn't record and vlog as much as I wanted to due to actually being professional and doing my job, so I got a few snippets here and there, and so yeah, so we started off with some classroom shots. You know, some of the classes were really entertaining, like this one from one of my old French teachers. He was always brilliant. We then did some outside sport for some of the lower years, and then we went to the farm, just got some shots of the happy environment that Kingham is. I then got some photos at sunset, you know, the top school looking lovely and the chapel looking lovely. And then we did some more sport just outside with the hockey. And then we finished off the day in one of my old teachers' classrooms, practicing my golf swing. And then a little bit of five-a-side with my old teachers as well. Say hi to the camera now.
Hello.
What have we just done?
We just gone shopping.
Why did we go shopping?
Because
Do you want to give us a rundown of what I did today? No. What have I done today?
he took photos
Yeah? Where did I take photos?
at school.
Look how nice. At school.
No,
what school?
Kingham.
Kingham?
Yeah.
So we just finished. I'm with my wonderful sister who's
not very happy to see me, but is happy to see me because she uses me for my bank account.
No, I don't.
Not that it's very lucrative. So, what should they do, Anna?
Like and subscribe.
Oh, that's so disgusting.
Give us a follow.
That's so disgusting.
Go left visuals.
Okay, yeah, you've ruined it now. Okay, so I've just finished. It's about 7:10. Well, I haven't just finished. I've just dropped my sister back. I took her to go get some food from Sainsbury's. But yeah, no, so today was fun. It was really, really good. Yeah, like just an absolute honour to be able to photograph for my old school. Like I started here when I was year 7 and then went year 7, year 8, year 9, year 10, year 11, year 12, 13 and then left, took a gap year and now I'm at university. Like it's so surreal to be able to do something like this and to be able to be running your own business and then be employed by like old school is like, yeah, like it really, it's like shows I'm doing something right, which is really sort of nice. Yeah, no, I'm really sort of happy with my progress and stuff like that. But currently I'm just waiting outside my old boarding house because I want to see my old house parent yeah, so we'll see him and my head off. But a little bit about today, like in terms of my photos that I used, sorry, some of the techniques that I used, a lot of it was sort of low shots, so getting low and then shooting up towards people, having a lovely sort of scenery above, and then with the centre being the pupils smiling, laughing, etc. Kingham is genuinely such a lovely environment, and I barely needed to stage photos. I mean, it was only the sport ones that I really needed to stage, but it's just such a lovely environment and so genuine and kind, and the photos are so raw and real, and you know, like it's such a peaceful place, and I'm so grateful to have been able to go here, and I hope it continues on the trajectory that it's going, and if I can help that in any way, then great. But that's all for today. I'm gonna go back and look at photos, and this time I'm actually going to talk to you about my editing, because I find that I get back and I'm really tired, and then I don't show you. So yeah, this time I will. Hello. So I'm in the process of editing my video, and I realised as I'm recording the audio is really messed up, which also means I can give you a more in-depth view as to what I was doing with my editing and then sort of style of the video, etc. So this is my editing. Let's go. Now, obviously, it's school photography, meaning safeguarding is involved, and I'm not allowed to show any pupils. However, there is a little loophole, as my sister attends the same school and I did get a photo with her. So I can talk to you about the one photo, which is of her. So here we go, we have Anna, here she is the subject of the photo, and as you can see I've edited it here. The style of editing I was sort of going for is sort of a warm, vibrant, sort of crisp look. As you can see, this is the raw image, quite dark, it's not very nice. So the way I edited it, if we look, we can see how the colours sort of pop and it becomes a little bit more golden. Now, looking back on that, I would sort of like to change that, and I feel like that's just perfectionist's outlook. So I might turn the saturation down just a tad, creating this sort of image, if you have a look. So the saturation was about here, and now I've brought it down to about there, just to make it a little bit more crisp. So I like to have nice sort of high exposure with a contrast, which also really helps with a low highlight. So if I increase the highlights, you can see how she sort of becomes more and more exposed, and then if I lower the highlights, the contrast becomes a little bit more stark. And the shadows, I love the shadows filter on Lightroom. Like it really helps my work. So for example, the shadows here creates quite dark, and then here it makes it quite light. However, I would just like it just maybe a +7. I like the +7. And then the whites and the black, I don't really touch that much. Maybe just a little bit. Then I never really touch this curve just because it scares me. The colours I obviously edit and make it more sort of vibrant and textured. And then as we go down, we get to my favourite setting, which is the texture and the clarity. I always sort of put my texture high and then my clarity low. Sometimes in the minuses, just because I quite like the softer core and then the sharper exterior. And then obviously the sharpening is up, and then the radius and detail, etc. And that is how I edit my photos. Well, that's how I edit this specific photo. I edit all my photos individually and differently. And I'll tend to take about 2,000 photos and then go through the ones I want to keep, and then go through them again with the ones I want to edit, then go through them again with the ones I want to sort of straighten with the horizon. So I have 3 stages of editing. The ones that I just don't want, so I look at them like delete, and then as I go again, I do the same sort of process and then edit the photos as I go, and then go through it one more time where it's like, do I want this, do I not, do I not? But then my main focus on that third time is making sure all my horizons are straight, all of the things are in alignment, and making sure that there's nothing out of position, if that makes sense, and there's nothing wrong with the photos. Yeah, that's it. I'm gonna end the video now, and yeah, thank you for watching. If you have made it all the way through, I really appreciate it. This is probably the longest video I will do, but I've got two more that are going to be out soon. But one is a very exciting vlog from the Bath rugby game, and then another one is just sort of a more fun, sort of creative style of video. So yeah, thank you to the 3 people that watch this. I really appreciate you. But yeah, cheers, all the best, guys.